Yeah. Oh, caught me dancing again.
What's going on, everybody? We are waiting for Jack Swagger, Jake Hager. We've had texts, we have calls. He texted me back, confirmed it to me.
Jack, just stay over there. I'll let you know when
he
to come
confirmed
on.
with me at let's see here. He told me at 3:17 p.m. that he was looking forward to chatting with us tonight. And so that was at 3:17.
Maybe Dutch can play his part.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully he logs on because we've been advertising him all day, and it wouldn't be a good look if he no-showed. So hopefully we do see Jack Swagger, Jake Hager here today, because that would be a pretty bad
Dutch, was he ever a no-show?
You know, he's East Coast, man, so he might have fell asleep. We'll see.
Was he ever a no-show at any of the shows?
No, he's with me. I never no-show.
Oh, I know that.
Never.
Well, you know what? Somebody from in the business, all the years you were in the business,
yeah.
If a wrestler didn't show and he didn't call, big head on his shoulders there, big ego, were there actual penalties for guys not showing in various territories?
We would all get, the whole dressing room would get together and arm ourselves with baseball bats, and we'd go to where he was, and we'd just beat the heck out of him. Yeah, it was the last time he would no-show.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Yeah, we'll teach him, by golly.
Yeah, but were there guys that were notorious for no-show?
Are we here to talk wrestling, or are we here to talk to each other?
No, we're talking wrestling.
Oh.
Chris, you need to lay the hammer down right now.
This is your show. Down? Let's see.
Well, it's a co-host.
How about the whip?
Oh, so did either of you watch the Hulk Hogan TMZ special tonight?
I did not watch that. I didn't even know it was on.
Yeah,
you see it, Chris?
I've not seen it yet. No.
Okay.
I did.
I heard that Vince McMahon was a part of it.
And he cried.
He was a pretty large part of it. They had him. They had Harvey, the TMZ person, sitting in a studio, and Vince was on a screen, and he was very honest about his feelings about Hulk, and he talked about how surprised he was when he heard about all the racial things that were going on, that it wasn't like him. But what surprised me most, two things. Sylvester Stallone was a large part of the documentary, very large part. But the way Vince looked, he didn't look sickly, but his face looked like he put on a lot of weight, and he had too much powder or makeup on, I think. So visually, he didn't come across very good. His voice was.
What is he? 79 now? He's pushing 80, right? I mean,
I think he's older than that. I think he's 81.
Do you really? Because he's supposed to be 80 in a few weeks.
Yeah, I thought he was born in 45.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
I was too. So I know what 80 feels like. But he just, he lived a much harder life than I have. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 80 years old, man. So,
hey, that's pretty.
Bill's older. Bill's older than he is, and more handsome than Vince.
Well, that's for sure. I'm pretty.
But Vince looked different when he grew that little mustache and had that little 1930s gangster look to him. I thought he looked like crap. I really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
He
what.
looked
Why
like
don't you grow? Why don't you grow a little mustache there, Bill?
I tried it once or twice, and I hated it when I was eating, and I saw the hair. It just bothered me. Didn't like it. Didn't like it.
Okay,
Wasn't me.
okay.
Wasn't me.
Well, I grew a mustache cover up part of this face. It's
I
probably
noticed.
why. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I did it. So
Yeah.
I noticed.
Let's talk about
let's talk some wrestling here.
Yeah, let's talk about Bret Hart not getting a seat at SummerSlam and Kevin Nash getting a seat at SummerSlam. What do you think about that, man? Bret Hart being such the legend that he is, a WWE Hall of Famer, and
That just had to be a. I just had to be a mistake.
You think so? Was it simply a mistake?
Okay. Conspiracy theorist. That's what we're going to get into here. Are you trying to imply, Chris, that they did this on purpose?
I'm trying to imply that he didn't make the list.
Yeah, they had him on the invitation list, and I had seen him in Vegas. They had him on the invitation list, but when it came down to the guys that they were going to show on camera, like in the front rows and everything like this, they said they didn't have room for him. How could they have done that?
Which is weird because one of the
Hart.
greatest SummerSlam moments of all time was Wembley Stadium in 1992.
Yeah,
so it's like, why in the world, if anything? I mean, Bret Hart has had several SummerSlam moments. Mr. Perfect, winning the Intercontinental Championship against Kurt Hennig, and what was that, 91? I believe it was. And he's had some wonderful, wonderful moments of SummerSlam. Of course, his match, his feud with Steve Austin, and the Undertaker and
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, that was WrestleMania, I think it was.
But I cannot believe that they would do this on purpose. I really don't, because they had some great shots lined up for him.
Yeah,
it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to have
him.
He's
also complaining this week. He came out with a very disgruntled description of Gunther, just saying the guy, he does chops or the flair.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that.
Well, wait. So he did complain about that. Gunther is a fine European type of pro wrestler. But I think since he's been wrestling here so much, he's picked up of what more of the American fans want to see, and they all want to see these chops, and everybody's doing them, everybody's yelling out, "Woo!" All the fans and all that. Mm-hmm. So, Dutch, I want to get you started. Go ahead.
Well, personally, I like what Gunther does because I have called him the second coming of Johnny Valentine.
Oh,
you remember?
Right. Yes.
Right? Yes or no?
Yeah, no,
because Valentine.
When I was a kid, Johnny Valentine, this is in the 60s, he was one of the toughest wrestlers ever in the world. I couldn't wait to see him. And
one of his main deals in his arsenal was the chop.
Yeah.
And I remember when him and Wahoo McDaniel, they were in Mid-Atlantic, and Brother Billis was on fire. They would go to that Greensboro Coliseum. It'd be sold out a month in advance. Only way you could get a seat if somebody wanted to scalp it to you. Then you could get a seat. But when he would lay that chop in on Wahoo, you could hear it in the upper deck of that big Greensboro Coliseum. Seats 17,000, 18,000 people.
Yeah.
And those people, they would respond to that. And then later on, of course, you'd see Wahoo's chest with blood on it. It's all bruised up. But Valentine, to his credit, he'd take them back because Wahoo could throw some chops too. So, and I don't understand why Bret did like that.
I don't even, back in the 60s, Valentine, before he did chops, he was using the elbow smash like his son Greg did, and they called it the Atomic Skull Crusher in New York. And I saw so many matches of him against Buddy Rogers and Cowboy Bob Ellis back then. And then when I saw him in Mid-Atlantic area, trading chops with Wahoo. My goodness, you talk about a shoot. My really, and backstage, they go backstage, and man, that was really good.
And he brought up, he said, he has never beaten anyone with a chop.
Right.
Well,
Right.
hell, you've never beaten anybody with a headlock. It doesn't mean you stop using it.
But I think Gunther does more than just the chops. I don't find that to be his main part of his repertoire. He wrestles. He's really good, but when he uses the chop, they get even more excited because they've got that whole Ric Flair.
No,
woo.
they can feel it.
Right.
You know, when you hear that pop, pow, and then all of a sudden you see that chest getting red and bleeding a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Nobody ever had a finishing move with the chop. That has never been anybody's finish.
No. Well, it's not intended for that. But I guarantee you, he could have probably hit some guys with that chop, and they wouldn't get up.
Remember the Mongolian chop from back in the day? You remember that?
No, but it was on special down at the steakhouse, though.
You never remember that?
Mongolian chops? Oh, no. I don't remember that. Who had the Mongolian
chop? Yeah, that was
the Mongolian stomp, not the chop. Oh, that was who used that, Bill? It was a Mongolian Mauler. What was his name? You remember that, Chris? Mongolian stomper.
Yeah, the stomper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's a few people who did the Mongolian chop. I know that Japan, Tenzin. He went out. Bill Apter. Here we go.
I'm back.
Tenzin. Yeah, Archie Golden did the Mongolian chop.
Archie Golden. Yep.
Yeah, Goldie. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you, Bill. When you saw Vince, did he get a tear talking about
Hulk?
Yeah, Hulk.
Yeah, pretty much toward the end, you could see he was getting very.
And I was reading today. Can he get a tear on command? I mean, like, did he just all of a sudden cry for no reason? He just brought it up like he was acting. I don't believe that.
He mentioned that Hogan was for so many years like a brother to him, and they were together all the time. Neither of them could have done what they did together individually. Mm-hmm. Vince was the greatest marketer, and Hulk was the great attraction. And I really think that they shared a brother type of bond that was legitimate.
And here's the next question: who do you think put together all his angles in WWE?
Hogan's angles?
You think? I don't think Hogan did it.
No,
wasn't Pat booking a lot during that time?
What was that?
Wasn't Pat booking a lot of?
That's what I'm saying.
What I was going to ask.
I'm gonna put that on Pat Patterson.
Yeah,
because he was a genius.
Oh yeah.
But think of Pat Patterson, Vince, and Hulk in a room with Pat maybe coming up, or Vince or Hulk coming up with the idea, and then them fine-tuning it together.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't think Pat would say, this is what we have to do.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Said that, and I don't think Hulk said that. I think they came up with the three of them being creative together.
Well, I think Pat was a very important part of that threesome because he could call the shots, and Pat could give you something, and if you didn't agree with it, he could talk to you. He could literally talk you into it because what he was saying made sense, and he had the experience to back that up. So you trusted him.
Oh,
yeah. He won he came up with the Rumble concept, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but now correct me on this, Bill. Wasn't that Roy Shires, the promoter in San Francisco? Wasn't that one of his big events of the year? Was the Rumble I don't know if they call it the Royal Rumble.
No, it was the Battle Royal, just like Los Angeles. Every year they did the Battle Royal.
But it
Los Angeles
started in Frisco, right?
I don't know. I thought it started at the Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles.
I heard differently. I heard Roy Shires. That was his invention. Los Angeles took it. Vince took it. Now everybody tries to use it.
Well, Patterson.
Did you know Shires?
I met him once or twice.
They said he was a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And that's
he
didn't want any.
Got his from. That's what Pat became, a perfectionist as well. But Pat reversed the role. Pat probably sat in a room and going, rather than all the guys out there at the same time, why don't we just have them filter it in? I could hear him saying that.
And that is a better way to do it. If you start with that ring full of talent and wrestlers, to me, it's anticlimactic anyway. I mean, they're all in there, so they're just waiting for the finish. But if you delay them a little bit, have them come in at one at a time, much more exciting.
They can't wait. The fans cannot wait for the minute or 2 minutes for that and see who's going to come out next.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's great. Let's get to some super chats. Awesome Sauce $5. I saw Vince talk about Hawk on Fox tonight. He got emotional and called Hawk his brother and was a family member. Never seen him this open. R.I.P. Hulkster. There you go.
Yeah. No. Agreed. He was. You could tell that what he was feeling wasn't acting there. I really think that I think it's hit him more a week later than it may have hit him that day. And it's settling in with a lot of people now, because I still don't, I'm almost looking for, oh my God, that was a hell of an angle, huh? I can't believe he's gone.
Well, I can't either, really.
Yeah.
Because I had heard the same thing that Bubba said, he's on his deathbed and he doesn't have long. But the other reports that I think everybody were getting was that he's recovering and he's doing well. Even Jimmy Hart was putting that out. His wife was putting it out and everything. Yeah. That, he's recovering and he's getting better. Then you wake up one morning and he's passed away.
Yeah. Well, it can happen just like that. I mean,
yeah, it sure can. We got any more questions there, Mr. Chris?
No, we do not. I'm trying to text somebody else. Who, but he's probably.
Meantime, TMZ handled this well, but there were too many people.
Oh, Bill, let me finish what I have to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble hearing on
it. He don't listen. He just doesn't listen. He just talks whenever. He don't care.
I was trying. I was trying to text him.
I was laughing at Chris. He's trying to get it
let's
out.
Let's talk about TMZ. All right, let's do it. Go ahead, Bill. I'll give you the honors, my brother.
No texting during the show.
Too late, man. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to do the behind the scenes, trying to get people on here who are advertised. So,
what I'm saying is that there are a lot of people who weren't on this show that should have been on there. I think Stephanie McMahon could have been on there. I think Sergeant Slaughter could have been on there. Jimmy Hart was on there, but there are just too many people missing. And I came away with it, like I said, with remembering Sylvester Stallone.
So TMZ put this together.
Yes.
Did you say? Well, hey, they didn't. They slammed it together as quick as they could. That's probably why they didn't have the people that should have been on there. A lot of them, because they didn't have time.
Well, they got Dave Meltzer on there for quite a while too.
Oh, Meltzer was on the special?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
what did he say?
No, he basically gives a historical perspective.
Hold on, Dutch. Let us know let us know what the sigh meant. Put some words on that sigh.
What is that?
Put some words on the side.
What was I saying about Dave Meltzer?
Yes.
Oh, I've never gotten along with Dave Meltzer anyway, and he made a living for years just being just a behind the scenes little stooge, and how he did it. Guys would call him up, give him all this information, thinking that he would return a favor and kind of put them over in his newsletter. And he may have done some. He may have done not very many of them, but that's, to me, that's working behind the scenes. And sometimes I think, and I don't think it hurt the business. I did at the time that it hurts the business letting it out, and I've said this 1,000 times. We've tried 100 years to kill this business, and guess what? It's not dead yet. It's not dead yet, and I don't think you can kill it. I really don't. If you could tell everybody, call them into an arena and said, "All right, these two guys have worked out this match in the back, and you're going to see what they come up with," okay? And they sit back, and all of a sudden, one hauls off and just slaps the living. Oh, we can't curse on this show. The living heck out of the other guy, and the other guy gets mad. Now they're in a fight, and the people would believe they're in a fight if they did it right.
Indeed. All right, we got another super chat here. We got Rollins, $5. What was the greater creative trio, McMahon, Hogan, and Patterson, or McMahon, Austin, and Russo? Will Breakker turn on Rollins like Batista turned on Triple H?
There's 3 questions in there, so he owes us $15. $5 a question. Hey, Roland, $5 a question, buddy. What do you think, Bill?
I think that Bron Breakker will turn. I never say turn on. Turn against Seth Rollins. I think that's good. I think that's going to be somewhere down the road. You can tell that Bron Breakker is looking to break out on his own a bit, and you keep hearing
break.
Yeah, and you keep
play upon words. Bron Breakker to break out,
star. And I think they're looking at him, as Paul Heyman would say, he's the future of the business. He's going to headline WrestleMania, but he's got to get out of he's got to become an individual. And I think there's going to be trouble with him and his Bronson Reed. I think there's going to be an issue there, and an issue with Seth Rollins down the road saying to Bron Breakker, "I think you're getting a little too cocky." I really think that was going to happen. And in terms of your other question, I think Patterson, Hogan.
Oh, yeah. I was going to answer that. I think McMahon, Hogan, Patterson was a better creative team. And is Hogan in all these? Unless you put Hogan in it, I don't think it really works. Because he's the one going out there.
Hogan a part of the creative team? You thought it was better?
No, I'm just going by the list that Mr. Curtis. See, I call him Mr. Curtis out of respect to how I raised. I call him. Yeah, but no, I think the first one, Roland, you put down McMahon, Hogan, and Patterson was the better creative team, and Breakker will. I'm expecting him to. I'm going to use your word again, Bill. He will break out of that trio, and I don't think he doesn't look right in it right now anyway. I really don't. So, I agree. And I know Paul. Paul is their go-to manager, but they've almost used him up. I mean, for him managing somebody, how did Vince used to do it back in the old days? He cared about 3 or 4 managers at a time, correct?
Yes, he had Blassie,
and he rotated them, correct? Yeah, and he rotated them, correct?
No, not really. All 3 of them would be on shows at the Garden.
All 3 of them. So he used them all at the same time.
Yes, he did.
Who did Freddie Blassie manage?
Hogan was when Hogan was a heel.
Yeah, and
a whole bunch of other guys.
And who did? Jimmy Hart managed about everybody, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was at later times. I was talking about like in the 70s with when those three managers were around. Yeah, Jimmy Hart was his biggest accomplishment, besides writing so much of the music, was the Hart Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And that fit.
I got a question for both of you too.
I refuse to answer on the grounds that my answer may be used to incriminate me.
It will.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Our esteemed guest who didn't make it, Jack Swagger, WWE and AEW,
He's fired.
Never really found a place to make him into a main event guy. What was it about him? Because he had the look, but what was it about him that, he's decided to leave the business, start a trucking company? Because I've read quotes from him saying that, they never found a real place for him. Why?
Well, I have no idea. I think when Jack started to hum, he was with me.
Yes.
We started to get a little buzz going, and all of a sudden, I have no idea why, they just like clipped the umbilical cord, boop, and we was out floating in space. And even when he left and went to AEW, it was more of the same. They didn't do anything with him there.
That's right.
So, and they paid him. Of course, you got to pay people; they can't stay around. But they didn't do anything with him there. And coming off, and he was with what was that first group they put him with?
That was with Jericho's group.
Jericho's group.
Yes.
And I thought, well, they're going to do something with him now, and still didn't do anything with him.
Right.
Now, one day I'm sitting at home and my phone rings, and it was Tony Khan. And he said, I'm just calling you up and checking on you. And he said, we got Swagger here, and, would you have any interest in coming and being with us for a while?
Yeah.
And of course I said, yeah, I have an interest. But, I wouldn't just jump in at the bits to go make those trips anymore. But I did. I would, if the money was right, and it would have been. Yeah, I'd have went. And I think the only thing wrong with AEW is they really don't have a booker. A booker that, Tony books. See, anybody can book anybody, but it doesn't mean it's going to be successful. But anybody can write down names and make up, requirements or, some kind of a gimmick match. Anybody can do that. But you got to but there's a plan to that madness. And that's what I think a lot of people that get in this business, they don't understand.
Yeah,
and you've seen the geniuses in the wrestling business. Sometimes it's like, well, give them 3 months and they'll turn it around.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to Puerto Rico one time. It was deader than 4 o'clock.
I remember.
And I took 3 months.
Hold on a second. I've never heard of that. That was a pretty good one, man. Deader than 4 o'clock?
Deader than 4 o'clock. You've never heard that?
No, I've never heard of that.
Hey, you've had a cherished youth. You had never heard that.
I don't think you know me enough to know what that means. To know about my youth.
But that Puerto Rico was dead, and I said, "Hey, give me 3 months, guys." Well, I didn't tell them. I just said it's going to take me a while. And my first big show in there, I brought in Kane, and we sold at the big stadium.
Sure.
And then they went, "Whoa, wait a minute!" And I got Savio hotter than a $3 pistol. You've heard that one, right?
I know.
I love these one-liners, man. That's great.
Hotter than a $3 pistol.
We're here all night, folks.
But when I got Savio hot, oh my! But he was the type of heel you want, because he wasn't like he could just go in there and beat anybody up. He would go in there and get his butt torn up, and the babyface and the people just screaming. Of course, we'd fill the ring up, and the heels would leave with the upper hand. And that Savio, we'd isolate the guy so Savio could get his chops in. And Savio was a good talker, so he carried a lot of heat.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that down there, because you didn't have to do it. ordinarily what you would do in the state, you cut it in half, and you got business in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but I always, just getting back to the point of this, I always wondered why they never found anything for Jack Swagger to be on the top or the second top spot in the business. He had a
He had Jericho.
Yeah.
He didn't really need a manager. Jericho was all he needed.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they didn't do it.
He was in too much with too many guys in a group. So he
but it was like
shine.
5 or 6 guys, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did you think about that too, Mr. Chris?
They gave him like a early shot at the title against Moxley, I remember, because they had him coming in as like a machine, joining Jericho. And I thought it was weird that they brought him in as like because he looked wonderful. I mean, he looked like chiseled. He was doing his MMA stuff really heavy around that time, and he looked wonderful, man. And they just brought him in just to put him in the group. And then Jericho Appreciation Society became, the Inner Circle dissolved. Jericho starts another group, and he just joins that group. You know what I mean? And so I think it was just weird the way that they had him. And I think it made sense of why he wanted to, leave the company, man, because it's like.
How many matches did he actually have on TV?
Oh, I don't know that. But the thing is,
not many.
They brought him in because he was a recognizable WWE star or talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they brought him in.
I mean, that's why Tony usually brings people in, but how he books them is another story. Yeah, speaking of Savio, I just texted seeing if he wants to do a run in, but I mean it's late. I was trying to text a few people to see if they could do run-ins, but it's late, so it's all good, man. But it's all good, man. I think that is it for us. So let's see, we got one more. Oh,
that's it.
Here we go. We got one more. We got Rollins, $5.
Hogan
Patterson was better than Austin Russo. Then why is Austin versus McMahon acknowledged as the best storyline ever, better than Hogan versus Andre?
Well, I don't know. That's subjective.
Times.
Roland, that's subjective.
Yeah, but different times in the business. That's why. It wasn't the same.
That's right. I'm agreeing with Bill.
The business changed.
Yeah, Roland, listen up. Bill's telling you. Tell him, Bill.
That's right. That's the bottom line, son.
Yeah, if you were here right now, I would take my bullwhip and I'd lace you up.
Me or Roland?
Oh, Vermont.
I like that. I like. Ouch.
I wonder what that was before.
But it depends what talent you have in the talent pool at that particular time. When with Hogan and Andre, it was a different time than the Austin era. Different time.
I just texted someone who just left.
Different people backstage making decisions.
Yeah. See, this question doesn't even make sense. Listen to it. If Hogan and Patterson was better than Austin and Russo, then why is Austin versus McMahon acknowledged as the best storyline ever?
Because they were
that doesn't even mesh together.
Well, Austin and Russo was, they had a hand in the Austin versus McMahon feud versus Hogan and Patterson had a hand in the Hogan versus Andre feud. So that's what he's asking.
Right, different.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's apples and oranges. I think that
subjective,
both
correct?
I think it's apples and oranges. I think both of those feuds were the best feuds of their era.
Right.
Yeah. That's
cliche of the night, Dr. Chris.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We always do, man. This 3 here is all-star enough. Anybody can no-show, and we'll be just fine, ladies and gentlemen, because we have.
I'm highly disappointed, and I think Bill is holding me personally responsible. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, Bill.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
He's looking at me like he's accusing me of having something to do with this.
Yes, and I'm holding my phone. I'm the one that has to take the brunt of this and try to book someone on the fly throughout the whole show, looking at my phone and seeing if anybody's up.
So when did I talk to you? Yesterday? And that's when I got a hold of him. And he said, yeah.
I mean, he texted me back today. He texted me back today. I told him the stuff. I said,
well, he's not banned. We'll still have him on. He's not banned.
Said, give me a text. Looking forward to speaking with you in Dutch tonight. Told him what time I'll text him the link, and he said, great, thanks, me too. And that was
I think we should have a ceremony right here.
Yes.
And permanently ban Mr. Swagger from ever appearing on this show. So don't even ask, Jack. Don't even ask, because you've showed your true colors. And after you almost got me killed several times while you were driving, and I haven't forgotten that.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to get him on Time Machine then.
Yeah, man. And it was literally 1 minute later. One minute later. And here's proof, ladies and gentlemen. Here's proof of
we believe it. I just hope he's okay. He's okay.
Great, thanks. Me too.
Yep.
Yeah, just hope he's all right. He and his family are okay.
Yep. So
what is the 10:15 Eastern Standard Time? What was that in reference to?
That's when I was going to send him the link.
Okay.
For the show. Yep. Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is unscripted, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we always do. we got Dutch Mantell. We got Bill Apter. Promote your socials. Where can the world find you? We'll start with Bill Apter.
Oh, Apter. This is by the way, that's my Samoan name that the Rock's mother gave me. Apter. Aptah. Apter. You can get Apter at Twitter X at Apter One Wrestling. I'm on Facebook, and get a chance, tune in to Wrestle Binge. I have an interview that I did with B. Brian Blair, who was at the Hogan funeral, and it's quite an interesting piece because he was
good guy. Good guy.
Funeral. He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good guy.
He sure is.
Yep. All right, somebody said unsend the link. That was really good. I actually like that. That was really good. All right, Dutch.
You
got one more.
You can find me at Dirty Dutch Mantell at gmail.com, and you could purchase this book, which is a great book, and then the other book I had, I can't even remember the name of it. It's a great book, but you could also get a diploma to the University of Dutch in the wrestling arts. There it is. So, what the hell was that?
It's an air horn.
Did you hear that? Oh, that's
for dinner.
Now I know what it is. But hey, that's a great thing to hang on your wall, folks. And when somebody's talking about wrestling, they don't know what they're talking about. You say, where did you get your degree? Well, I don't have a degree. Where did you get yours? And you can show this. I got mine at the University of Dutch, right there. And that's not a bad looking diploma, is it? And I signed it down here. Dutch Mantell signs it, and Zeb Coulter. And there's a stamp that goes right there that I put it in there. Looks very, very official. So that's where you can get a hold of me. And if you're interested in one of these, contact me, dirtydutchmantell@gmail.com, and I'll set you up.
Dutch, who came up with the name Zeb Coulter, by the way?
I can't tell you that, Bill. They had me as Uncle Zeb for some reason. And then later on, when they want to bring me back, they gave me the last name. And Zeb Coulter was the name of some kind of general in the Civil War or something. I think Road Dogg and Vince together gave it to me. So, and that's how I came up with it. They came up with it.
Okay.
You were Uncle Zebediah back in the mid-'90s, right? Early to mid-'90s.
It was what? Zebekiah? It was something like that. That's a biblical name, though.
Yeah,
I looked it up.
Yeah. Somebody. Savio texted me back.
What did he say?
He said missed.
Can he make next week?
I'll text him. Yeah, I'll text him. Can you make next week? Unscripted. Yeah. All right. So
Keep on
he'll
trucking.
text us back. Yep, he'll text us back. All right, Hogan, McMahon, Hogan, Patter, Bischoff, Hogan, or Sullivan?
The first one.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Patterson. Hey, he was a genius, guys. I'm telling you.
Came naturally to him.
Yeah, wonderful. All right, I'll let you know what Savio texted me back, but yeah, he did text me back. So, all right, follow me at Chris Prolific, and I will be heading over to Pancakes and Power Slam show. I will be doing a psychological analysis reaction toward Brooke Hogan's interview on TMZ. So I'm about to do that right now. So hop over to Pancakes and Power Slams for that. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dutch Mantell and Bill Apter and Jack Swat.
Boo!
Yes, indeed. I am Dr. Chris. This is.
Did you hear that, Bill?
Yeah, I did. And what I'm going to leave with my usual new sign off. What you going to do when the memory of the Hulkster runs all over you, brother?
Very nice, very nice. Savio is texting me back. He's doing he's typing right now. I'm getting the sign. So
is it in Spanish?
No. 5. All right, so we'll find out. He's texting right now. I'm getting the dots. So, all right. Until then, have a good week, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.
Welcome to next week, Dr. Chris.
And
we the people.
Be well. So long.
See you at the match.